Welcome back to PA Harness Week with Steve and Shannon. And we had an exciting race at Pocono, didn't we, this week?
Absolutely. The Max Hempt, Badlands Nitro, and Brian Sears goes off the favorite. Usually comes from off the pace, but Sears decided to change the tactics. Today he wanted the lead. He wanted to cut the mile and control the fractions. Segundo Hanover, second choice, made a break leaving in the first turn. It's that time, and Ron Pierce comes first up at the 3/8. He does begin to tire top of the stretch. Mystery Chase and Brennan, that was his pick over It's That Time. Perfect second over trip there. And Blue Ridge Western and Yannick Gingras, perfect pocket trip. Here's Jim Baviglia with the call of the race.
It's That Time is 5th, followed by Mystery Chase 6th. Then you've got Duke Did It, Fly High. The trailer is 4 Stars Affair. They swing around the first turn. Badlands Nitro came from off the pace last week, has the lead early this week in 27 at the quarter. Blue Ridge Western with Gingras settles in the pocket second, followed by Alistair, Hanover, and Bartlett third. Single file there's It's That Time fourth. Then comes Mystery Chase fifth. He's going to follow the cover of It's That Time. Duke Did It is sixth around the turn. It's Fly High seventh. Further back to 4 Stars Affair. And the trailer now, Segundo Hanover struggling at the back. The half in 54 and 4, 27 and 4. The second panel. Badlands Nitro putting some imposing fractions up. First over, grinding away. There is Pierce with It's That Time into second. Down on the rail. Third is Blue Ridge Western getting the trip. Second over on the outside. Fourth, Brennan with Mystery Chase. Boxed in fifth is Alistair Hanover. Moving up sixth is Duke Did It. Further back to Fly High and 4 Stars Affair. 3/4 in 1:22 and 3:26 and 4 for that third panel. It's Badlands Nitro on the front end. Mystery Chase coming up 3 wide. Blue Ridge Western has the pocket. At the top of the stretch, Badlands Nitro with the lead. Blue Ridge Western trying to rally on the inside, outside. It's That Time, but Badlands Nitro just getting stronger, and Badlands Nitro is going to win the Hempt going away.
Badlands Nitro and Brian Sears score there in a time of 1:50 flat, which matches a track record for 3-year-old colts. Blue Ridge Western and Yannick Gingras finished second. It's That Time, and Ron Pierce up for third. More for Pocono coming up a little bit later on. Steve?
One of the regular drivers here at Harris Chester is Roger Harrah. If the name sounds familiar to you, it ought to, because he's been around for seemingly forever. Roger Harrah won the Hambletonian in 2005 with Vivid Photo, and now here's more on Roger.
They call him the Hammer, a driver who is the epitome of what the sport is all about. He's hardworking, dedicated, and says you gotta do your homework before each and every race.
Knowing the different style of driver for different drivers and what horses you are and what favorites you got to follow and which ones you think are the best, you know. It's more like a strategy game.
Hammer got his start at an early age. He's now 62.
As far as being a driver and trainer, you know, you come up the ranks. I started as a groom and went as a groom to training with my dad, then I got a trainer's license, then I got a driver's license. And I started driving when I was 16. I love it because I love horses, and I love the race, and I love any kind of a sports game, you know. And besides that, I've had some good horses, you know, and they make you want to stay around longer.
Hammer's biggest day of his racing life came on August 6th of 2005, winning one of the sport's biggest and most prestigious races, the Hambletonian, driving Vivid Photo to victory in the $1.5 million race.
And on the outside, here comes a classic photo with Ron Pierce. He's tracked all the way by Vivid Photo. Roger Hammer is stalking Ron Pierce, and fans to the outside full of trot. 124, they're in the stretch of the Hambletonian. Strong Yankee, and they're looking to swarm in. Classic Photo, Vivid Photo on the outside. Out of the pocket, Muscle Memory, 3 across the track. In deep stretch, it's Vivid Photo on the outside, and he's home free for Roger Hammer. From the Pennsylvania Fairs to the Hambletonian winner's circle, it's Vivid Photo.
You never get over it. I mean, if I win races from here to now, I'll never win a race like that. You know, that was one of my first times I raced in the Hambletonian, to win it with my own horse, you know, my own partners with Todd Shadle. That was the greatest thing there ever was. You know, when anybody wins the Hambletonian, to them, some likes a Little Brown Jug. For me, it's the Hambletonian because it's a trotter, not pacers.
Despite his age, he still says he's excited to drive these wonderful animals. He's watched this sport struggle in the past several years, but he never gave up. After all, it's in his blood. Now that slots are a factor, it's like old times.
One time we hit a decline, you know, but now with the slots in and everything went back up, and it's back now where the owners can make money by paying a training bill. Before it was tough for them because you wouldn't race for no purses. You always had to go to Canada or Meadowlands to race, and that's the only place that had the money.
H. Hall with late pace, but it's Alistor Hanover in front by a length at the end.
I see myself just messing around with the horses yet. Probably till I die, you know. But I got like horses, I'll start putting drivers up on them for the big stake races now because I'm 62 years old, you know. I had my prestige, so it's over for me.
Roger Hammer, a real class act, and we're happy to have him here at Harrah's Chester. Well, Shannon, we got a couple of other big races that took place over the weekend.
That's right, absolutely. The open pace last Sunday was race 12. Mr. Big makes his 2008 debut here. Now, Mr. Big won $1.3 million in career earnings back in 2007. He does pick up Brian Sears in the bike this year for 2008. Sharky Osborne leaves from post 8. Philos Hanover gets a lead change by the 3/8. Mr. Big came from off the pace, second over behind Quality Western. He swung 3 wide into the final turn, and the Pocono Invader Western Ace with Tim Tetrick follows Mr. Big. Here's James Witherite-Rigg with the call of the race.
And they're off. Good start for Sharky Osborne from the extreme outside. Philos Hanover left well at the cones, and from the center of the track is Pocono Ranger. They race into the first turn, and Sharky Osborne takes the lead, opening up by 2 from Pocono Ranger in second. A length and 3/4 back to Philos Hanover. The same margin then to Quality Western. Mr. Big unhurried in the early going from mid-pack. He's 7 off the lead. Then it's Western Ace, Tarver Hanover, and Maltese Artist is the trailer through an opening quarter of 26-1. They come past us for the first time, and Sharky Osborne is now being pressured by Philos Hanover, and Philos Hanover takes the lead. Sharky Osborne relegated to the pocket spot. Pocono Ranger is an up-close third. Quality Western angles out from mid-pack, and Mr. Big tracks that cover into the bridge turn. He's 5 from the front now. Western Ace is third over. Toward the inside is Tarver Hanover, and Maltese Artist is 4th over as they approach the half, led by Philos Hanover. Halfway home in 54-4, so a 28-3. Second quarter, about 28-1 for Philos Hanover. They straighten away for their pace up the backstretch. Philos Hanover a length and a quarter from Sharky Osborne in the pocket. Quality Western continues on uncovered. Nowhere to go for Pocono Ranger. Mr. Big is second over and 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's Western Ace moving closer from 6th. Tarver Hanover is hemmed in at the cones. And Maltese Artist takes a peek 3 wide from the back of the pack. He's got 5.5 to make up on Philos Hanover. 3/4 in 1:22-3. And Mr. Big is unleashed 3 wide with 3/16 to go. He's just a half length away from Philos Hanover. Quality Western under a drive between horses. Sharky Osborne needs room. They come to the top of the stretch, and Philos Hanover is digging in deeper. He leads at 3 parts of a length. Mr. Big, center of the track. Quality Western trying to come back between horses. Out widest of all is Western Ace. Philos Hanover, Mr. Big together at the line.
Mr. Big and Brian Sears just get up at the wire over Philos Hanover and the Catman, and Western Ace and Tim Tetrick hang on for third money. We're also going to talk about the Filly and Mares Open, which was this past Monday. My Little Dragon comes in. Ballgown goes out for the early lead, sent right to the top as usual with Tim Tetrick. However, again, another lead change here in this Open by My Little Dragon and Andrew McCarthy. You Better Think does come first over on the backside.
My Little Dragon holds her 4.5 length lead from Ballgown in second. Then it's You Better Think outside of Symphony in Motion. Those two still 6 lengths off the lead. They're at the top of the stretch, and My Little Dragon continues along unchallenged. She leads it by 6 and is drawing clear. Ballgown center of the track. You Better Think Tidewater Dragonfly. My Little Dragon, a wrapped-up winner in 50-1.
When we come back, we're going to have a blast from the past. A memorable one, the great Rambling Willie, 1977 at Brandywine Raceway. Stay with us.